West Indies, West Indies, West Indies. I tell you, my viewers and subscribers, West Indies, West Indies. They took the game right down to the final ball. But luckily, they were able to get across the line. I want to say congratulations to them on winning that game last night, therefore leveling the series. It's all to play for later on tonight. We definitely want to win the series. But a lot of interesting things happened in last night's game. I'm going to be going through the scorecard, and we'll also just talk a little bit about some of the things that happened, some of the things that I agree with and some that I don't. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. All right, my people. So last night, Pakistan, they won the toss and decided to bat first, right? That's what happened in the first. Well, we won the toss in the first game, and we asked them to bat, so they batted first in the first game and won. So they decided to go again in the second game. Our bowlers did pretty well, very, very well, my viewers and subscribers, restricting Pakistan for 133 for 9. We only had about 2 high-scoring overs, right? And it will happen in T20 cricket. It will happen in T20 cricket where a bowler or two will go. But 133 for 9 wasn't bad. I must say the catching was very good. The catching was good. So Jason Hall, Joel Andrew, a couple of guys taking some good catches. So the catching was good. One or two little miss up in the field, but nothing too tough. Very, very, you can see that boy there. A big improvement in comparison to what happened in the first game. So shout out to the fielders for that. I also want to say shout out to Captain Shea Hope. Personally, I believe that he managed the bowlers a bit better. Yes, even though he brought Moti back for that third over, I personally was thinking that he should have brought him back. Brought him back for the third over, went for some runs and thing. But generally speaking, I think that he managed the bowlers better than we have seen in the last few games. And, it proved dividend for us. So 133 for 9. Let me just go through Pakistan's batting here. Right, we struck early. I think it was Jason Holder that got the first wicket. And then, we were able to just pick up wickets on regular intervals. So top scoring for them, their captain, he scored 38 from 33. Salman, he got 38 from 33. Nawaz, he got 40 from 23, 4 sixes and 1 4. Right, separate and apart from those two guys, Fakhar Zaman got 20 from 19. No one else was able to get into double figures. We gave away 8 extras in that innings. All right, so let's just take a look at our bowling. Akil Hussain was excellent, right? He bowled 4 overs, picked up 1 for 16. Good to see Hussain coming back and bowling like this. 1 for 16 from 4. Very, very good bowling there. Shamar Joseph, 1 for 22 from his 4 overs. Another excellent outing for the seamer. Goody Kishmoti, 2 for 39 from 4 overs. His first over wasn't bad. Second over wasn't too bad, if my memory serves me right. I think it was the third over that, he went for some runs. And luckily, he was able to pull things back with a couple of wickets. Yes, my people, before his spell was finished. He actually got 2 wickets in 2 balls. I think he was at LBW, and then he had a carton ball. So, that he did pretty well there. Ruston Chase 1 for 11 from his 2. Romari Shepherd, he bowled 2 overs for 22 runs. So, good. And the man of the night, Jason Holder, he picked up 4 for 19 from his 4 overs. Yes, my people. So on the night, he equaled Dwayne Bravo as our leading international T20 wicket taker, and then he overtook Dwayne Bravo. So Jason Holder is now our leading international T20 international bowler in terms of wickets. So shout out to Jason Holder, doing pretty well with the ball. He also did well with the bat. We will come to that later on. He caught well also. He did well in the outfield. So it was all in all a very good night for Jason Holder. Now, this is how he took the wickets: 9 for 1, 16 for 2, 21 for 3, 53 for 4, 113 for 5. That is where they had a little partnership. And then 117 for 6, 130 for 8, 132 for 9, right? And then they end up at 133. So, my people, you cannot ask more than that from your bowlers, right? Our batsmen made heavy work of it, hard work of it, but our bowlers did pretty well. So batting for us now, my people, 135 for 8, winning the game on the last ball. Jason Holder getting a 4 to seal the win. Alec Arthanes and Joel Andrew opened the innings. Alec, he made 2 from 4, so not firing. Andrew, 12 from 10, 1 6 and 1 4. Actually played a 6 that personally I think that was the best shot of the night. But before we even go further down in our batting, my people, even though we won the game, from a personal point of view, I don't like the batting lineup. I don't like the 2 openers there. I said it in a video, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Having 2 new openers, especially when the team is struggling, I don't think that's the best idea. I can understand She-Hope wanting to bat at 3 or 4 or somewhere there to basically see if he can navigate and help us through over number, I would say probably from 7 to 14 when we know the spin will be difficult to deal with. So I can understand the reasoning behind that but I just believe that if we have an established player, somebody who is there and will go out and take on the power play without being fearful, I just think, not to say that we would go and score 70, 80. It's just how I look at it, my people. It's the same thing I was saying with Johnson Charles and Joel Andrew. I don't think it's the best idea to have the 2 of them at the same time, right? So Alec and Joel Andrew went out there, and both of them went cheaply. She-Hope, he didn't last long. He got 21 from 30, right? So it was a struggle. He had 2 4s in that knock. Sheffield Rutherford, 9 from 11, falling to Ayub once again. Raston Chase, he got 16 from 19. Goody Kishmoti playing a very good knock, my people, right? Goody Kishmoti, he got 28 from 20. He was actually run out, looking to steal a run, and he was run out. But Moti looked good. He, carried out a couple lusty blows, and as a result of that, the equation sort of came closer to where we wanted it. He had 2 6s and 1 4 in that knock. Casey Carty, he scored 3 from 5. In my opinion, in a game like this, if he doesn't get a chance to bat at 3 or 4, I personally don't see the need to have him batting down there. We ended up winning the game, so I guess all is well that ends well. When he came in, I was wondering, if it would have been a good idea to bring Romario Shepherd, even though they still had some spin, a couple of overs of spin remaining. That's what I was thinking. But I always say my thinking is irrelevant if we end up winning the game. The idea is to win the game. So Casey Carty, he made 3. Jason Holder, 16 from 10. Right, Romario Shepherd, he got 15 from 11 with 2 4s and 1 6. Shamar Joseph was left not out and 2. Now Jason Holder, as I said, 16 from 10 with 1 4 and 1 6. Hitting the last ball there down to the boundary to make sure that we got across the line. I think we needed, I think it was 3 that we needed at the time, and he got the boundary there to get us across the line. So, shout out to Jason Holder, very good all-round performance to help the team across the line. He caught well in the outfield, he bowled well, and, he batted well to make sure that we got across the line. So, West Indies winning that game by 2 wickets without any balls to spare. 7 for 1, 26 for 2, 41 for 3, 53 for 4, 70 for 5, 96 for 5, 98 for 7. And from there, we went up to 127 for 8. And then we went all the way to that 135 to seal the victory. Bowling for Pakistan, Mohamed Nawaz, he got 3 for 14. He was supported by Saib Ayub, who got 2 for 20. right? So shout out to the Pakistan bowlers. They did their thing, but Jason Hola standing firm and making sure that we got across the line. As I said, my people, all is well that ends well. I've always said that me giving my playing 11 or how the batting order should go is just me just looking at things as a regular fan and saying this is how I would work it. But at the end of the day, if we win and we continue to win, I couldn't care less if I get every prediction or everything that I ask for wrong. The whole thing is to win the game. So big up on yourself, my people. Later on, we talk again. Bless.